Spider-Gwen's out this week, but since I did Silk last week, I've kind of like need to take a step back on the whole Spider-Verse thing. It's not you, Spider-Gwen, it's me. I've just like... So I've had a thing lately where I've been sort of listening to a lot of shouty music, MIA, X-Ray Specs, heavier work of Amanda Palmer. I think I'm just really kind of into sort of badass women at the minute. Not that I'm usually not, but like more so. Shoutier, less pianos, you know. Oh my god, look at the girls on this cover. Yeah, on the cover, it's got like a lot of tough looking gals. We've got a singing, like, punk rock singer one. We've got a girl with a baseball bat. A girl with a cigarette in her mouth. The sort of girls I wish I'd been cool enough to hang out with when I was a teenager. It's out of my usual kind of reading sphere of superheroes and general sci-fi-ness. The plot itself is a collection of cool scenes sort of loosely strung together with logic. It's set in a place called Old Beach, which is like a kind of little out-of-the-way kind of grotty little town. Pretty much no police presence, so justice is meted out by this girl gang called the Fever, and there's a gang that seems to be mostly boys called the Wrath, and they're kind of at war. So it's kind of a warring gang / vigilante justice thing. What seems to be the sort of the main character, who's known as Machete Betty, gets into an altercation with one of the kids in the Wrath gang, and he calls her a bitch a couple of times. She loses her temper and curb stomps him, hence the title. And this seems to be setting off like a chain of events, like a potential gang war. I think kicking off because someone called you a bitch is a little, like, you know, there are worse things to be called, but then again, maybe they didn't feel comfortable implying that in a comic. Oh, you're such a bitch. Okay, whatever. So then when Betty, like, curb stomps the guy, and for all she knows, he kind of was badly hurt but crawled off. You're kind of a shitty gang if you're like, oh, I hurt someone. Oh no. So his face is all mashed in, and then one of the guys in the Wrath, a higher ranking guy, shoots him in the head to, I guess, frame the Fever for killing a guy. The death of the member of the Wrath means that the Wrath get to kill a member of the Fever because that's how it works. Yeah, but why? Maybe don't look at it too hard, but it's a fun ride. It's got all the typical, like, tough girl stuff. Fierce, derby girl, riot girl, anarchist t-shirt, girl power. A lot of tough-looking broads who are smoking hot and beating the shit out of people. Frankly, I can get behind that. Ryan Ferrier is the writer on this. Loose on plot, the characters at the minute aren't entirely distinguishable from each other. They're all pretty much like, tough gal. But it's got some pretty cool action sequences, and hopefully as it goes on it'll all kind of get a bit more intense. The art is by Devaki Niriji. As far as sort of tone, mood, you know, just the cool factor goes, it's pretty awesome. I'm not sure I'd want to read this book forever, but I probably want to hang out with the girls. You know, if they'd let me. I'm not very cool.